Ooh, okay. Okay, so looks like I have a problem with this worth. I'm just going to type that out real quick. Just gotta love technology here. Okay, let's try again. Okay, just having a little bit of... Okay, finally got that to work. Almost a minute without being actually on. Apologize for that. So what does worth mean? What does worth mean? How do you see worth in terms of how do you see your worth? Because the way you see yourself will reflect on the way people see you. So if you have a high worth, or if you think of yourself as being very having worth, having worth, it will reflect in your actions, the way you carry yourself, the way you interact with others, to make a difference. There's this saying, or something happened where certain group of people were very mean and demeaning to me. And I learned the statement that hurt people hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. So the people who hurt me, in a way, it was because they themselves were probably hurt. That doesn't mean that it's a good thing to get hurt because somebody else got hurt. But what I will say is that even though I got hurt, I did not allow that to be a reflection on the way I see myself, because some mean things were said about me, untrue things were said about me, but I did not allow that to cause me to see myself less. So how we see ourselves makes a difference. And then when it comes to leadership, we want to value those around us. It always starts with me, you. It starts with you. And that's why knowing your worth is very important, because it will reflect on how you lead. If a person, a leader, is insecure, for example, and feeling uncomfortable, maybe one of their subordinates, I hate that word by the way, but someone who works for them, someone in a maybe lower status than they are, and that person gets recognition, how does the leader feel about that? Are they celebrating, or are they feeling threatened? That will make a difference in the way they see their worth. If they're secure, they will celebrate. That's a team member. Let's celebrate and put that person on the level that they are, to celebrate them. But if we don't, or if the person feels insecure, for sure they're going to be jealous, and it should reflect. One other lesson I've learned is that we need to model the style of leadership that you want. It has to be modeled. So the example is not the main thing in influencing others. This is a quote by Albert Schweitzer, a noted medical missionary. So I'll repeat. Example is not the main thing in influencing others. It is only the part. So being an example is not the main thing. However, people do emulate what they see. So are you a leader who keeps their word, shows up on time, do the things they're supposed to do at the right time, create an environment that's welcoming, that promotes other people wanting to grow and be leaders? Are you raising up leaders yourself? Or are you seen as the go-to, the only one, the main person? Everything has to come through you, everything has to be said through you. Then it could mean that you don't know your worth. Because if you know your worth, you will elevate other people. You don't need to be, quote unquote, at the top, because you recognize the worth of yourself and you recognize the worth of others. And so, keeping that in mind, don't ask more of others than you are asking of yourself. Haven't you seen people who they're the ones in charge, but never on time, always late, don't finish what they start, but they're in charge, and then expect those around them to have integrity, to do things when they're supposed to. If you're not modeling what you want from others, you're not going to get it. So to get the best from others, you need to know your own worth, and you need to know the worth of others. Okay? So that's my beat for this evening. And we've talked about W, which today, this is a new W for me, so I'm using worth. So let's see what tomorrow holds.